software. So, you know, NAPNA is in a position, just because of the position in the industry, I mean, it's the leading trade association in the industry. You know, it really has been since 1994. I acquired it about 2.5 years ago. And, I mean, it's been a little bit of a rocky transition, to tell you the truth, because there's an awful lot that needed to be re-engineered in the process to bring it up to date. But, you know, more so than anybody else in the market, we have our pulse of what's going on with martial arts schools, plus we have a team. I mean, the people I just listed, you know, who are my direct reports, you know, have anywhere from 40 years experience in the industry, 15 years experience. You know how good Toby is, right? So he's like the least experienced in that group, and he's been phenomenal. So, you know, at the very least, every one of you should be, you know, NAPNA members, but you should also consider the peak performers group. And certainly, you know, Mark, if you were really ready to jump off a cliff and make the school happen, you should look at peak performers. But for the other two schools, as well as David, for your school, it makes immediate sense to do that, and I'm sure you've seen that. Yeah. And part of what we're adding to that, not adding, but part of what we do with that is one-on-one coaching. And so, in the schools that are like where Robert, where you're at, Mac, where you're at, Toby does most of that. You know how good Toby is, David. Yeah, that's great. The schools that are in the $500,000 range and so forth, I do that. So I've got a list of schools. In fact, there's one in Denmark that recently went from $17,000 a month up to 110, I think is what they said. I talk to them once a month. But what's that?
Just breathe in for a second.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've had coaching clients in Bahrain, which is right across from Saudi Arabia, Israel, Denmark was first there, UK, Australia, Canada, and all through the U.S. And what's typical is the ones that I've personally worked with was take them from 13 to 15 or 18,000 a month to 35 to 50,000 a month. Best case was 90 days, more normal was 6 to 9 months. So, and that's just over and over and over and over again. And it's very simple, frankly. Increase their pricing, put in a proper upgrade program, fix their sales process, and then flood them with intros. I mean, that's what it was. Now, it's a lot more complicated to get that to happen right? But I mean, frankly, that's the formula. And it's the formula we follow with the Mile High Karate schools as well. Fix their pricing, fix their sales processes, and a lot of what we do on that site is more automated. So, you know, it's a DVD or it's a webinar or a teleconference or an automated follow-up system. The difference, again, in a lot of ways between franchise and